today we about to go on a little trip. I got a friend here. She gonna take me to a neighborhood, and my friend got a friend, so they gonna take me to their neighborhood. You feel me? So right now we in a taxi heading over there. See?
Yeah. Ay, Luis, por favor. Horrible.
Whoa, Wazam, y'all already know what it is. It's your boy King LJ coming back at y'all once again. Tonight I'm about to step out with my roommate. Yes, I do have a roommate now. Taking a walk in Central right now, over by the clock tower. It's a very busy Sunday. Alright, but like I was saying, I got a roommate. I want y'all to know this because, you know, some of y'all probably thinking about moving here. So I want to share this information with y'all based on my experience. If you leave your crib, so let's say you leave for about a few weeks, what's going to happen is mold is going to build up in the apartment because they don't have any airflow moving through the apartment. So my landlord gave me a call and told me that they needed to get into the apartment to paint the balcony. And so her assistant let maintenance in to go paint the balcony, and she discovered they had a lot of mold in the apartment. It built up everywhere, in the kitchen, everywhere, in the whole apartment, even on my clothes. So she told me that absolutely cannot happen because it would ruin the apartment. And it would cost a lot of money to, you know, to get it restored or whatever. So I have a roommate now, so the air could be able to run in the apartment. You need the air to run at least a couple of times throughout the week to prevent that mold from building up. And you can't like leave a crack in the door. You definitely don't want to do that because staying close to the beach, a lot of dust is flying around from that sand on the beach. Found a roommate. And so she go to the crib about 3 times a week or however she wants. She take care of the apartment, she clean it, she washed all my clothes, got the mold off my hats. And I mean, that mold was building up everywhere. So she came through like a champ, she did her thing. So that's definitely one thing you should consider if you're thinking about moving out here and you're not gonna be here full time. Well, if you don't have a visa, you can't be here full time because you can only stay here 6 months out of the year without a visa. So if you got a visa, you know, you can stay as long as you want. So it's like I'm not here for 6 months straight and gone for 6 months straight. I'd rather stay here for a month, go away for a month, do what I gotta do, and that works perfect for me. Until I'm able to get that visa, whatever type of visa I get my hands on, believe me, I will get that. It's a beautiful night. We out here by the clock tower, you know, just chilling, just kicking it, out enjoying the night. I think it's a Sunday night, and you know, just normal activity for a local. I guess I consider myself to be a local now. As y'all can see, the mold on this strap, this is a strap I have for my DSLR camera. And as y'all can see, the white stuff on here is mold. And this is the type of stuff that's gonna build up on your clothes, your shoes, your hats, all your goods. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want that to happen because that stuff is gonna get destroyed. So the longer your crib stay empty without you being here, you're gonna have this type of problem here because the humidity gets in the apartment and it just stays in. So if you don't want to have that type of problem, it's best to have a person who could care for your apartment, someone that you trust, because you don't want to come back and all your stuff just gone, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what I got. So the roommate, like I said, she come through like Jordan in the clutch, you know what I'm saying? Hold it down, and I appreciate that. And that's better than losing everything in my apartment. So I'm happy, the landlord happy, because she know that the apartment is being taken care of, and we're not gonna have this problem anymore. So everybody happy, all works out. Another thing I want to discuss is the expenses. What the expenses are looking like living here in Colombia, Cartagena, Colombia, that is. So the rent is $4,800,000. In USD, that's about $1,200. But that fluctuates a little bit because the conversion. Because sometimes the Colombian pesos are up, and that's better for us, because that means it's cheaper for us when the Colombian pesos go up. But when they go down, the costs get a little more expensive for us. For this apartment here, 1 bedroom, 1.5 baths, I'm at $1,200 a month. And for the light bill, that's about, depending on usage, I have 1 air conditioner in this apartment. Usually in these apartments, there's an air conditioner right here, and they have one in the bedroom. This one only have 1, so I have to run mine a little more. I talked to the landlord, try to get her to put another one in here, but you know, people don't want to spend money. So her suggestion was to run my air conditioner all day and all night, just never turn it off. So you can imagine what the expenses would be for a situation like that. And you know, I told her that's something I'm not willing to do. So I just gotta wing it or find another crib. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. So that's a problem that you could run into or whatever. So the light bill is probably about $100, probably about 75, 80, you know, depending on usage or whatever. And the gas is probably about $15. I like to cook a lot, so mine is gonna be, you know, for a person who like to cook a lot, you're looking at about $15 a month, just to make the math simple. And you got the water. So the water is gonna run you about $75 a month. Or it could be cheaper. This is the crazy thing about here in Cartagena, well, Colombia. I don't know if it's like this for the whole country, but the apartment building I'm in, it's more, like when I'm away and I'm not running that water, I still got a bill. And that bill was about $70. So, you know, I talked to the landlord, I'm like, you sure this is my bill? Like, the water has not been used. So she said they still gonna charge you for not using the water. Something about cleaning or whatever that stuff means, you know what I'm saying? So I got hit with a $75 bill for not using the water. But using the water, you know, someone being here using the water, the bill was about $60. So I'm like, how'd that go? Crazy, right? But yeah, I'm at about $1,500 a month. That's for rent and utilities. And for me, I think that's a real good deal, because in the States, the price of everything is going up. I don't think it's nowhere in the States you could get this type of deal 3 blocks away from the beach and having a real nice chill apartment like this, nice pool with a nice view, and waking up every morning just seeing the beach, seeing the ocean. You know what I'm saying? $1,500 a month, for me, that's a damn good deal, for real. Got the photo queen right here, never fails. They love the pictures, you know what I'm saying? But we got this professional camera that, but I got the professional camera. I'm gonna pull out for her. She wanna do a photo shoot, so we gonna do a photo shoot in the morning. She gonna clean up the crib. She cooling in my bed right now, but this is my bed and this is her bed. So it all works, you know, doing the roommate thing. And even though I can only have 6 months out of the year here, that's good enough for me for now. You know what I'm saying? That way I could continue to work, stack up my money, and do things the right way. Do things the right way. And that's real important, because you're making progress doing it this way by not having both feet settled in the country. You know, you pretty much got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You're going back and forth. And the only way a situation like this will work is with a situation like mine, or if you could have something where you could take off a good bit of time away from work. And being into trucking, I'm able to take off as I need to. So if I want to take off for a month, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But the only way it's going to work to the best way possible is if you started getting rid of everything in the States. And that's why I said trucking is good, because I'm on the road, I'm earning money, I'm not having those high expenses in the States. I'm not paying rent. I don't have anything. I got rid of my car because when I'm not in the truck, I'm in Colombia. You feel me? So that's a real good situation. So that's the only way I think a situation like this will work to the best way possible is getting rid of those expenses in the States that are becoming higher and higher every year. You get rid of those and you start building yourself here in another country. And Colombia works for me because it's not too far away. It's very close to the States. You know, flying out of the DFW, 2 flights, you know, depending on what airline, you could do 1, but I do 2. And 6 hours travel time, in air travel time, but like a total of 8 hours with the layover included, you know, that's nothing. And I think that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. I know it's hard, man. I know it's hard, but if you want to establish yourself in another country, you gotta break away from the States. So the way I did it to save money, broke away from dating in the States. You gotta do that first. You just gotta thug it out, you know what I'm saying? Get rid of dating, you're gonna save money. Get rid of many expenses as you can, you're gonna save money and invest into another country. So that's my situation, man. I just wanted to share that with y'all and just, you know, give y'all a little info on how you could possibly transition into moving to another country. Even though you're not here full time, that's still not a bad thing because you're getting yourself established and you're able to make a decent amount of income. I know people say get into IT, you know, that's the best way, but man, it's kind of rough. It's kind of rough, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing about IT, from what I'm hearing, is that a lot of these companies, they don't prefer you to work in another country. Eventually, I'm gonna set myself up to have a way to earn money while I'm here, and it's gonna all work out, man. It's gonna all work out. So I'm gonna stay down, keep doing my thing. I'm gonna give y'all this content as I go, and we gonna rock out, you feel me? But man, one more time, this view, man, I love it. Man, I love it. But that's my why for living here. You know, I'm able to live here for that amount of money. It's peaceful. I don't encounter any problems. I guess it has a lot to do with the way I carry myself, but I don't encounter a lot of problems with the women here. I'm not really doing a whole lot of dating, and I'm just taking it as it comes, you feel me? I'm just taking it as it comes. So that's my why. My why is not women. To live in a place like this, you're gonna have to have a big why that's outside of women, because women will stress you out, and you know, that'll be your reason for leaving. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, nothing wrong with leaving and going to different places, but hey, like I said, to each his own. I just wanted to live a simple life, and it's always been a dream of mine to live close by the ocean, you know, in a city that have a beach, and I just found Cartagena to be perfect for me. It works for me. I love it, man. I wouldn't trade it for nothing, but of course I want to go travel to some other countries and check it out, you know, just to get the experience. But Cartagena will forever be in my heart. This will always be home. No matter what's going on in the streets, that don't bother me. Stuff going on everywhere. Every city you could think of, they have their own problems, and it's a developing country, but for the most part, they have everything I need here. So it all works for me. So this is about as real as it get, boy. This is the living situation for now. Don't know how long it's gonna be like that, but guess what? Y'all gonna be here to witness it. And like I said before, it works for me. I mean, cause I really don't ask for much, you feel me? But as long as I'm able to secure my place here and stay in good standings with the landlord so they don't try to terminate the contract or try to go up on the rent for a silly excuse or something like that. And you can always look for somewhere else, but I'm gonna tell you, when you get something, you need to secure it and make sure you get what you want, because it's really not easy to get an apartment here. It's really not. Like I said in another video, it took me almost a year to find something. I was communicating with people and they wanted me to drop that money, you know, up front to pay for the whole lease term, and that wasn't gonna work for me. If I could hold on to my money long as I can, I'm gonna do that. I don't feel comfortable giving somebody in another country $12,000 plus to secure a lease, and then something happened. Like, man, you pretty much never gonna see that money again. And say you put that much money up front, and for some reason, whatever clause they may have in the contract, you violate that. Say you have a little situation with a chica or something, and the police get called, and now you have problems. Now they want to terminate your contract. So all that money just going to waste. You ain't gonna get it back. You're never gonna see it again. So nah, you gonna get this little by little, month to month, straight up. So that's how I'm doing it.